What's up, guys? I'm going to show you guys how to troubleshoot a roof. We're also going to patch some of the roof over here that needs some repairs. But we're going to show you guys how to do this yourself, save some money, and all you need is some wet or dry. It's just like a putty knife, whatever you want to call it. We're going to use it for tar. It's rubber, so you can just toss it. A crowbar and a glove, because this tar just gets everywhere. This is the shingle roof. This is brand new. You can tell by the shingle. Actually, it's about a year old, but you can see the shingle is pretty good. It's not falling off. It's not falling apart. That one's a little bit older. I'll show you the quality of that later. But you can see here, there's no give in this. If you take the bar, trying to go up under it, it's not moving nowhere. It's fine. This stuff is solid. There's no roof leaks in the inside. There's no reason to disturb it and lift it up. But that would be the first thing you check for. If there are some shingles that are loose, you can lift them up and look for rusty nails. They will typically be about at this level. So this is the bottom of your shingle and the top is about here. So you can get up under the shingle and then see the top. If that nail is not put in properly, like if it just didn't get a good adherence, or if the tar didn't seal it properly, what the water does is it leaks around it. And if you flip up under this, you'll see under there's like tiny little nails. If you see rust on it, that's a sign that, hey, look, you got a leak. So what you would have to do is go from this nail, keep going up until you, find no more rusty nails. After you lift those up, just put tar under it and that'll repair your roof for, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 years until you start to get a leak again. You just fill it in with that. Like typically you get a roof leak from nails just not sealing properly, and that just happens over time with hot, cold, shrink, expand, and so on. But that's the first thing you check. Second is obviously look for nails just protruding out of this, or simply just holes that just got hammered into the roof, like if a tree fell on it. There's a couple of debris and limbs on this. Roof is a TPO roof, so it's basically just like plastic. But it waterproofs pretty well. You usually use this on the flatter side. This is a flatter roof. That one is a rollout roof. I think that's like 60 or 90 pound. So it's pretty durable, but we'll jump over there, show you guys that. So the first thing, again, check for the nails. If there's no nails, you're good. Second, check for the obvious ones, which are tree punctures, etc. The third is always check around these stink pipes, man. Usually you're going to get the leaks right here. You're going to get it around this stink pipe, or simply on those old satellite dishes. There's no satellite dish on this one, but there is one over there. So we got an example to show you. This one's fine. Like you can see there's no leaks, obviously inside the ceiling, so we're solid. Also, you can check the ridge vents. These are okay. You can see the screws. They have the rubber gasket under them. So these are solid. We're not leaking inside here. But if you do start to see a roof leak in your ridge, first thing to check is going to be your screws right here. Just make sure they're sealed properly. If they're missing a screw, obviously that's a hole in your roof. Fill that up with some tar, or put a new screw with a rubber gasket in it and seal it in there, and it'll tighten down. So this roof looks solid. It's great. Not gonna mess with it. Say like, I don't know, 10, 15 grand to put a new roof on that. Well, let's go ahead and go over to this roof. All right, so first thing we're going to check is the obvious signs. Like here, it's all right. There's no cracking. It's fine. But this is the first sign that we check around. This one's okay. That position's fine, but we did get some reports that there is a leak over here, and it's happening around this area. And it's pretty obvious where it's coming from. You can see here that there's simply just a massive crack right here. It's just a crack right inside the shingle. It's gonna leak right through. So simply all you gotta do is cover that up with tar. You can use Flex Seal if you're the Flex Seal type of guy, but fill that in, cover it with tar. Maybe throw a little bit of granules for some extra texture and last longer. But you can see this crack runs all the way through here. There's a little bit of rubber coating on this, but it's best to go over it with some more tar just in case the rubber coating didn't get it. You can see some cracks here. This looks like a roof over a roof. So there's some shingle under this. You can see, yeah, there you go. There's a pre-existing shingle. Just like I was telling you with the crowbar, you see how this shingle, it just lifts up? That means there's rotten nail up under there. So, I'll show you what this looks like. Yeah, there you go. See, there's your rusty nails. and there's moisture down there. It's leaking there. So there's, well, maybe not there, but it's probably coming from up here somewhere. So let's see. Could be this right here. There's a crack here. You can feel how it's soft. That's bad. Ah, here you go. There it is. That's where the water's getting in. So we're gonna cover that up, seal that properly. Could be coming in here too. You can see how it's kind of just peels up. It's moist under there. So water travels. Once it gets under this roof, it's roasted. So you gotta cover it. When you have a tile roof, it's a completely different story because the actual roof is under the tile. So it's not as easy to find something like that. It's best to go in the attic to see where it starts. The water likes to travel. Example with a tile roof is, let's say for example, you got all these tiles. This whole entire roof is just completely tile. I'll show you in another video when I get on the tile roof. But the tiles, let's say for example, the water is getting in up here. This is where the actual leak is at. So the water will get in there, it'll travel down and end up finding another spot, and it actually gets in through the house through another leak on the roof. So it could be getting in through the tile at the top, which is absolutely normal because like that's how the tile roof is. It's just for aesthetic looks. The underlayment of the roof is the actual sealant for the roof. So it could be entering in from there where the tile is and traveling down to where the leak is at and then leaking inside the house there. You being in the house, you see, oh, I see leak here, so I look here and try to fix it. It's not always the case because it could be up there. So water just tends to travel, and it's not as easy on a tile roof. Whereas the shingle roof and a flat roof, you can see cracks. This is where it's coming in. That's it. You're looking at it. So we're gonna go ahead and repair these up with some tar. It's really self-explanatory. We're gonna use the wet or dry to fill that in, but no nail holes. I don't see any. I gotta show you the satellite. Well, they didn't put this one on the roof, so that's a good thing. But you see the nail holes? Those go straight into the wall. When they don't use like the rubber gasket screws, these ones, they look like they have rubber gaskets on them. That's okay. Like it's fine to use the rubber gasket ones, but sometimes those things wear out, like we showed you on the ridge vent over there. Those have to be filled with tar or a new screw placed in. So we're gonna go ahead and fill up all these cracks with some tar. And again, there's no issues with the roof, as in like punctures from this tree or anything. So we're solid there. Still never ceases to amaze me. You always get tar on yourself no matter what you do. But here we go. It's all finished up. To do it the right way, I needed another jar of tar. Oh, I just stepped on tar. Oh, dude, I saw that too. What in the world? Anyways, to do it the right way, you want to use this netting strip to go right over the top, and then tar is second layer. So first layer is tar like this, and then you would throw that mesh netting, and then you put tar over the top of that. Because you see how there's still the crack in there? Over time, as this tar shrinks, expands, it's going to open back up again, and then water will get through that crack. The mesh tape just holds that, not holds the crack, but it basically makes it structurally stronger, so it won't just crack after it expands and shrinks with the cold and hot weather. But basically we just filled the cracks. It's kind of a cheap repair, just get it done so it stops leaking. And of course, if you want to do it the right way, like the right way, wrong way, I guess you could say it, the real right way is to simply just roll out and replace this whole roof. But this is the right way, wrong way, where you just simply do one layer. The wrong way, right way to do it is to do a layer like this, mesh net, and then do another layer. That'll last you like 2-3 years. Thanks for watching.